Swing. Good afternoon. Can y'all hear me? You're gonna have to let me know off top if my audio is okay, because I think my mic is a little too far back, but I kind of need it there for a minute, you know? So let me know. Hurry, quick. Anyway, welcome everybody. I would not even begin to be able to know how to say your name. So I'm gonna call you Prana. Can I call you Prana? Prana, thank you so much for joining memberships. Forever a basic Betty, you shall be. All right, now don't lie to me now. Don't be over there like go dirt next people telling her that the sound is fine and whole time she sounds like she's talking out of the bottom of her ashtray or BBJ's urn, one or the other. I don't know what the hell is going on with Frenchie's audio, and not just her audio, but her internet connection these days. I don't know, but rest assured, there is going to be plenty of talk about it. Pretty sure my wife is going live tonight, and she's going to be talking about it. If not tonight, then tomorrow. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm sure. I burnt myself. I'm curling my hair. I'm sure Ola Charlie Gold will be also discussing the topic because at this point, the audio situation type deal and the shitty internet connection over there at Casa de la Franche is becoming an issue and a talking point, obviously. So sounds good. West Coast Connect says it's not great. My audio, Spirit to Dance, thank you. AK says it sounds good. Thank you. Fondue Spiteful. Hey, wait a minute. AK, could you respond to my last tweet? I do realize that it was a few days ago, but if you wouldn't mind just reading it over again and maybe giving me a little response, that would be great. I did speak with Alex Glitter on that matter just this morning. So if the two of yous want to get together and discuss, feel free to CC me in on a group text or whatever, if that's where it goes. Is AK even still here? She said, LOL, sure. Great. Thank you. Hey, Lily Pad. Nice to see you. Bamboozled. Charlie's live stream when we found out Chantal was fully demonetized was a whole movie. Somebody wake up. Yeah, but I swear I clicked in because I'm actually the one who was asleep. She woke me up and I clicked into Charlie's stream literally at the precise moment she said, somebody wake up Yaba. I was cackling in my jammies. I sure was. Shell Vicious, how am I feeling? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Some days are better than others. I have an appointment next Friday. So, but I'm good. I should be good. Langley, thank you so much for being here, for being a member for 43 months. Holy shit. Sham rocks for sure for 43 months. You got that right. You're wrapping gifts and listening. Fabulous. I have started to organize and started to put together a game plan for my wrapping. I've rearranged my desk to give myself a pretty large, clear, workable surface to wrap a bunch of gifts and not break my back. You know what I mean? I remember when I was young and I had a bunch of young kids and it was Christmas Eve and I had to wrap everything on Christmas Eve and I would sit on the floor and do it. Ugh. Bunny, thank you so much for being a member for 27 months. Sham rocks for sure with the sword. Appreciate you, girl. Did you enjoy that little trip down memory lane over on the Twitter, Bunny? Rehashing the Crystal Pizza Girl. What we call her? Pizza Girl? AK was over there on Twitter. She's like, name a state where you could just go and sign a statement and have somebody arrested. I was like, well, just so happens I know for a fact that in North Carolina you can do just such thing. So that was fun. Do you know what was so funny to me, Bunny? Like right after I was talking about that and included the fact that none other than the Diane Patchen of the St. Jude Children's Hospital super chat scandal. No sooner did I mention her in that tweet, but she popped up on my YouTube. She made a community tab post. I have absolutely no idea what that wacko was rambling on about. I tried. I did. I read it once. I was like, really, Diane? Sometimes I wonder, like, is she like in a loony bin somewhere? I don't know. There's definitely something not right about frigging Diane. Diane Patchen used to threaten to sue you if you said or used her name, Diane Patchen, either in YouTube or on Twitter. She used to always thought she was gonna sue you, but she couldn't sue you because see, Diane never was seen on camera. At least Frenchie, like we've seen her, she used to cam up, so we know for sure what she looks like and all that. Yes, I'm pretty sure to this day, Diane Patchen has managed to remain unexposed as far as her picture goes on the internet. It's great. Big Bertha Jean, thank you so much for the super chat. Did you and are you getting as much snow as we are? I think we got like another 5 inches day before yesterday, night before last or something. I don't think we're getting any more. And yeah, it was just that's all we got. Are you getting snow right now? I've not been paying attention to the weather and I totally should be. It smells definitely on my list of things to do. Thank you so much for the super chat, girl. Appreciate you. And I saw you got your package. Speaking of which, all merch orders will be shipped first thing Monday. I did not make the post office closing time this morning, but I did get everything made, packaged. Everybody should have tracking in their email, and there's a couple Secret Santa packages in the bunch that are going out, so that's exciting. Will you be the one to open your mailbox to a Secret Santa package from Samantha Jean Merge and one of your Secret Santa friends on the internet? How exciting. Could it be you? I guess we'll have to wait and see. Jordy, City of Thieves, thank you so much for the super chat. Yay, so glad you're here. My Christmas card is on the way. Cannot wait. Langley, thank you so much for the super chat, girl. Merry Christmas, Sam, Yaba, and everyone. Merry Christmas to you, too. If I ever get around to turning my camera on today, I'm going to show you all the lovely gift that Miss Rachel Langley sent us for the holidays. Listen, screw it. I'll turn it on now. Hold on. When we opened this package from Rachel Langley, I said to my wife, I said, that woman is a true Southern woman. She has style. She has class, no doubt. Young's, a Carolina tradition. Young's Premium Foods. Oh, I got a stray hair going somewhere. This is all pecans and pecan products. Oh, also, not just pecans and pecan products. Thank you so much, Sass at the Jean. Thank you, Hag Sylvie. You guys are just glazing me up and down. Appreciate that. Hold on. I have to scroll back and make sure I see Bunny's comment here. What is she saying? She says, JFC Beeps caught herself in her reflection being cocky, and Diane still looks like she did 56 years ago. Okay, that was a banger. Cheese straws, ma'am. You guys see my new nails? It's these. Look at them. Do you see them? Here, let me get them centered. These are my motherfucking no nails. Do you guys watch that girl on TikTok? I told you about her. Her name is Jean. Abby Jean. Anyway, cheese straws, ma'am, sir, ma'ams and sirs, both alike. What is this? This is 5 o'clock crunch, zesty Southern snack. This is, I think, the only thing that hasn't been opened, but I intend to open it after my stream, maybe before it's over. I don't know. This is some kind of like pecan. Oh, here it is. Fiddlesticks. They're called fiddlesticks. I see chocolate. I see pecan. I see probably nougat. We split the gourmet pecan roll between me and my wife and Raylan, and I think we'll probably give the rest of that to Chance. I'm sure he'll enjoy it. I highly doubt Bacon would enjoy that. Double dipped milk chocolate pecans. I told you we ripped into every single one. We tasted them all. Oh, delicious. And then, do you guys watch on TikTok those candy people like just started like basically like they take like fruit roll-ups and gushers and stuff and they coat them in cotton candy and stuff like that, and it's a whole thing, and they're shipping them out of their kitchen and shit? Swear I'm not doing that. Hey, Cat Swirl. But this is what this reminds me of. I feel like I'm doing a haul like for Gringo's Rim Dips or something. I don't know. Praline pecans. Kimberlina, I know, are my nails absolutely gorgeous? I have a whole story about my nails too, if you want to hear it. Langley, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you supporting my channel. Tabitha, thank you for joining memberships, girl. Let me go scroll back and see where you joined. Forever a basic Betty, you shall be. Thank you, Tabitha. Thank you so much. K star 66885. Somebody Wake Up Yaba is now iconic. Of course it is. Of course it is. Charlie Gold screaming into the internet abyss. Somebody Wake Up Yaba. Of course it is. Thank you so much for the super chat. The Guppy, thank you for the super chat. Something for you and Yabs is on the way. So exciting. Can't wait for it. All right. So I showed you that. Thank you so much, Langley. So good. Those cheese straws. Oh, you eat the cheese straws with the roasted salted pecans. Oh, that's what I've been eating. Kimberlina, thank you so much for being a member for 18 months. Is my camera going all over the place? Sorry about that if it is. Hey, Life of a Trucker's Wife, thank you. Kimberlina, thank you for being a member for 18 months. Yeah, but wake up. She was awake. She was doing exactly what she told you all she was doing. She was putting her Lego together, I believe. Okay, I think I'm gonna be done with the curling iron. All it's doing is making me hot. My hair looks good enough, right, guys? You should have seen what it looked like before. I almost put a hat on. Big Bertha says your nails look like old school, gorgeous ornaments. Okay, so my nails, I'm gonna tell y'all real quick. So the nail place that we've been going lately, like they're fine. You know, like we don't have any problem with them. We like the nails. It's fine, right? Well, we go yesterday and I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. It was a gentleman, which is totes fine doing my nails. And my nails when I went in there yesterday were way longer than I like them, right? So I told him, I was like, I need them cut down. I need them cut down. And I even said, like, as short as you can make them and still make them this shape, right? Like, now I happen to know you can go this short and still have this shape and they'd be absolutely adorable. Yes. Wouldn't you agree? Anyway, when he was cutting them down, he like would not he wasn't cutting I had to keep telling him like shorter. I need them shorter, please. And I was being really nice about it, but he started getting upset with me. I'm telling you, he was like he had an attitude. Like seriously. Right before Christmas, bitch tumblers are available in Yaba's merch store, ready to ship. So you can probably still get them before Christmas. All things considered, everything going on in the community, it's best that you have your right before Christmas bitch merch, the tumblers, the wax melt. I'm even using my right before Christmas bitch mouse pad. Swear, I am. I am. With everything going on, it's right before Christmas. Why wouldn't I? So make sure you guys hop on over to Yaba's merch store. If one of my mods could put the link in the chat for me, that would be really nice. 10 KD, thank you so much for joining memberships, girl. Forever a basic Betty, you will be. Thank you for supporting my channel. I appreciate you, girl. Big Brother said, anyone else getting flashbacks of the gorgeous ornaments we Gen X had as kids with those nails? Okay. He had a bit of an attitude because I wanted my nails shorter. I kept saying, like, I was being nice. Like, yeah, no, I need them shorter. Like, I need them shorter than that. Can I go a little shorter? This is my right hand, my dominant hand, my pointer finger. He didn't like file it down at all. No, not my merch store, honey. Let me get it. I meant my wife's because I was talking about her tumblers and wax melts and mouse pads. There it is. It's ytunderground.com. There we go. I'm going to pin that too. And on the very first page is a link to the wax melts right before Christmas, bitch. It should be the first one. 10 KD, thank you so much for gifting 10 Samantha Jean memberships. Butt Smack ASMR. That's gross. Glamma Mayhem, good to see you. Glad you got a membership. Hag Sylvie, Sasseth Jean, Spicy Bean Juice. What the crap? K-Star, Amy May. Good to see you, Amy May. A Lesbian Mukbang, Your Mom's Attorney, Sherry, 3976. welcome new members. I lost track where I was for a minute. Hold on. Let's have a word from our sponsor. Oh, I love it.
The tough get going, and that's you.
When the going gets tough, the tough gets going, and that's you. Oh, wait. Well, I don't even know why I saw it. This is because I was doing my hair. I can't see half my screen because I have that stupid mirror in front of it. Lord have mercy. Thank you so much, 10KD, for gifting 10 Samantha Jane memberships. Welcome all new members. Lord have mercy. Thank you so much, EJ2654-Y8J. Lord have mercy. Is that your dog? Love my YTU Tumblr. It's worth every penny. Thank you so much for saying that. And I appreciate you supporting my channel. XSN in the chat. You've been coming around quite frequently here lately. Good to see you as always. I feel sorry for Yabs with those long nails. Just tell them next time. No, listen, first of all, I shouldn't have to tell him, right? Just make him shorter. But I even said, I was like, I type a lot for work. I can't have him that long. And still, he was literally arguing with me, telling me that they were already short enough. And what do you mean? Do you want this finger shorter than the rest? Because they match. And I'm like, bro, make them all shorter, please. Right. So finally, he makes them shorter. But he does continue through the whole appointment. I swear, through the whole appointment, he keeps making comments about how short they are. Right. Whatever, don't care. This is how I want them right here. This is what I wanted. Okay. This is what I wanted. So as he's doing them, and as you can see, I did like white, red, white, green, white, So I then told him that I wanted little green and red dots on the white ones, like ornaments, or I don't know, just green and red polka dots on the white ones, right? So I say this to him. And I'm, nice about it. And I was like, yeah, da da da. Like how hard would it be? Just some freaking dots. I didn't ask for a Christmas tree. I didn't ask for an ornament. I didn't ask for a Santa. I didn't ask for a snowflake. Just dots. Do you want to know what he said to me? I'm gonna give you a minute in the chat to take some guesses what this man said to me when I told him I wanted some green and red dots on my nails, on the white ones. He said, and I'm going to tell you, yeah, he said, no, you don't need that. I said, you know what? You're right. I don't. And when my wife and I left, I told her, I said, we're never, ever, never going back there. Because for one, I didn't appreciate all that energy he was giving me over me wanting my nails shorter. Like they're my nails. I'm asking you to do them as short as humanly possible. Right? Grind the whole fucking thing down for all I care at this point. Seriously, I would not have cared. But the attitude that I had to deal with out of him, I swear. Yaba was even like, because she was like way down at the end of the nail salon, but she could hear that I was having to have such a long conversation with this man about I wanting my nails shorter. She's like, yeah, I figured there was something going on. I'm flabbergasted. And like, we go there all the time. Like these, they know us. Like they do. Like we're not on a first name basis, but like we go in there regularly. Every 2 weeks. I just couldn't believe it. Anyway, whatever. I mean, what do you guys think? Do I not need red and green dots on my white nails if that's what the fuck I want for my Christmas nails? Do you agree with, I don't even know his name, honestly. Do you agree with him that I just don't need that? Or do you think if that's what I wanted, that's what I should have gotten? I mean, yeah. I know. I'm just so upset by that. Whatever. Okay. We got to catch up with Frenchie. As you all should know by now, her and her brother have been getting into it on the Twitter, which is crazy because it wasn't too long ago that Frenchie, if you recall, that second live stream she did addressing the BBJ situation where she alluded that there's some legal shit that she was trying to pull. So she can't talk about things now. Eventually, one day, I'll be able to talk about everything, but right now I can't. Try to understand, she said, Thank you so much, Erin. I agree. I love it so much. So yeah, there was that. And then her brother, Chris, said he got a visit from the police. Now, he made it seem like it wasn't going anywhere. The police came and talked to him and nothing was going to happen. Well, something had to have happened because Frenchie shut her big fat trap for a couple more days on Twitter after that. She really did, which, I mean, that's what we expected because I was like, she's just saying this shit to buy herself some time so she don't have to address nothing and she's just going to be quiet, right? Well, then all of a sudden, a couple of days ago, thank you, Catsroll, right? All of a sudden, a couple of days ago, oh, Frenchie pops off on the Twitter, and we went over some of that in my last live stream, but it has continued. They have returned. Let me share my screen. We're going to bop over to the Twitter. I have Frenchie and Chris's Twitters side by side. So when I share the screen, they should be showing side by side. So that's going to be exciting. That's a new feature my wife showed me on the Chrome. Shelly Ray, thank you so much for being a member for 36 months. Happy Saturday. Looking beautiful. Thank you, Shelly Ray. And she who shits herself, I missed your super chat. I am so sorry. Him refusing to shorten your nails is homophobic. Listen, it's a younger dude. And like I said, we have been in there a million times. Never had a problem. I don't know. She who shits herself, but thank you for the super chat. And thank you for your opinion on the matter. I appreciate you. Goodbye, Kyle said she seems like she's waiting for this all to die down and she can trot along. Yeah. Oh, I got tongue tied there. I still think she got caught by the Canadian Financial Consumer Agency of Canada, says Cabero. Okay. I don't know, but okay. You know what? Before we look at their Twitters side by side, let's go over to hold on, let's go. Oh, okay. So 12 days ago is when Frenchie did the stream where she basically said that she can't talk about things and alluded to it being for some legal reason or issue. So we're going to look at that video real quick. Then we'll go look at their Twitters together. All right. Jordy City of These, thank you so much for the super chat. Hope you didn't trip him, but here's a tip. Hope you didn't tip him. I did. I tipped it. I did. I shouldn't have. Also, if it's someone's job to do exactly what the client wants, then that is what you should get. Oh, I totally agree. I know. I'm telling you, we are not going back there. I already have another place in mind that I've been to once or twice in the last couple of months. So we're just going to bebop over there. The first time we went to this other place, this new place that we're gonna go, the first time I went in there, I went in there to get my nails shortened and to change the shape because I didn't like them. And so I sat down and asked her to do that, and she was kind of snotty. She was like, "Did you have this done here?" And I was like, "No." And she was like, "I can tell this is not our work." I was like, "Please fix it." She's like, "Sure." Anyway, and then she also shamed me into a pedicure that day. Why would I tip? I don't know. Well, I mean, yeah, but she got hers done at the same time and she didn't have any complaints. She loved him. That guy was super nice to her. It's whatever. So anyway, men love to gaslight. I know, but I don't know. I just feel like I've never had any of this, negativity from this particular person before. And I'm telling you, we're in there all the time. Anyway. Oh, wait, what'd you say? You said live, not lice. Okay, hold on. Let me find your comment. There it is. Oh, first live. Yay. Gotcha. Okay. First lice. That would be crazy to walk into a room. First lice. Okay. Where are we? Okay. So let's look at the video she did or the quick little live stream that Frenchie did when she alluded to there being some reason why she couldn't talk about things and it being legal and all that kind of stuff. Okay. Hold on. Wait. I thought I had that. Hold on. That's not it. That's not it. Oh, let's mute that. That's crazy. I feel like I can't find that screen now. Whatever. All right, here we go. Sorry about that. Y'all would not believe how many tabs I've opened. Crazy. Okay, so this is a Frenchie stream from 12 days ago, which was November 30th, titled Hey Hey. She went for 4 minutes or 10 minutes and 23 seconds, but how much of that was her intro? She played her whole intro. How tacky. Let's see. Okay, so 2:20 is intro. Oh, so that's nice and neat. So 8 minutes. Mm-mm-mm. Nail techs get paid more the longer your nails are. Oh, I don't know. I don't think they really do it by length there. Maybe. I don't know. It really wasn't that big of a difference. I know we needed to do our own, but I can't make mine look like that. Whatever. Cheeto Firecat, you got booted? I had a feeling you got booted. That's why I was like, let me just sit here and chit chat for a minute till Cheeto Firecat gets back. I'm just kidding. All right. Oh, Cindy says, oh, but Frenchie's gonna shred you guys come January. Really? Okay, we'll see. We'll see.
Oh, girl gang.
Can y'all even hear that? Hold on, let me turn the rest of it.
Hello, everybody. It's really, really good to see you. Long time, really long time. No bees this time, eh? Holy shit. Okay. So we're here to talk about a few
Kimberlina, don't get me started. Sam, she has the biggest balls in the community. I can't tell.
things tonight. Okay. And I'm gonna tell you about the plan going forward, if you guys are cool with it. Because there is a going forward.
What is the if you guys are cool with it part? Well, we're not cool with it. We told you we're not cool with it.
Just hate to break it to a lot of people who think I'm
Spirit to Dance, this was November 30th. So today's December 13th. This is November 30th. This is the second stream she did after she got outed for pretending BBJ has been alive for the last 2 years when really she had BBJ euthanized in like late 2023 is our best guesstimate. But for sure, BBJ has been gone for a long time, according to her brother. We have no reason to doubt that. So far to date, Frenchie has only given proof that BBJ was alive as of like November 6th, 2023. She's shown no proof that the cat was alive past that day, which would give none of us any reason to believe that the cat lived much after November 6th, 2023. Right? Right. Okay. So anyway, this is the second stream she did after she got outed for pulling this big ass cat scam with BBJ, where she basically says, okay, guys, here's our plan going forward, and I can't talk about anything. But isn't this also the one where she gives like the quote unquote detail? Yeah, this is where she gives like the details of like what led up to BBJ's death, all the medical things going on. Is Tally 420 here? Oh, you know what? Okay, so I'm pretty sure Yaba's going live tonight, if not tomorrow. I need to get with Tally. Tally, if you're listening, please see me. I need to get with you because I know you wanted to talk about specifically about what Frenchie said about what led to BBJ's having to be put down. But anyway, so she tells the whole story, and despite people in the chat still demanding to know when did BBJ die, she refuses to say. And she alludes to there's some legal reason why she can't, which, as we all know, she called the police on her brother because he was running his mouth on Twitter, telling all her dark secrets and exposing the shit out of her for being a scammer. Tried to get him arrested or something on I almost said espionage. What is it again? What is it she accused him of? Extortion. But I don't know. If you look at their Twitters tell a pretty telling story. I think that she called the cops on him. I think that Frenchie thought that she was going to get him hemmed up on extortion. And when that didn't happen, like she lay low, she went quiet, right? Because what do? You get some charges pressed on somebody for some shit, especially shit that's going on online. You shut up. You stop talking about it on the internet, right? Right. Well, she's come back and she's running her mouth about her brother again, about and to her brother. That's right, money. She's now I don't know if she outright accused him of hacking her shit, but she definitely said enough to lead the audience to believe that she's talking about Chris when she's saying that she had to get a whole new computer and a whole new everything, apparently, because it was alluding to her brother Chris still having remote access to her computer. I'm going to let my wife talk more about that, but that's the most ridiculous shit I've ever heard. Hey, PD, good to see you. Ghostflower says she is legitimately insane. She really is.
Walking away from the internet. I was just reading the chat before we started going, y'all. I'm not leaving girl world. I am here. I am back. The sound is low. Okay, thanks for letting me know.
Okay. Also, I think this is the first stream she did where she's back. She ain't going nowhere, and her audio is shit. Now we can bop over to the stream she did before this just to check. I'm not sure if anybody really took notice or note of that, but I'm pretty sure this was the first one where her audio sounded like shit. Give me 1 second. It'll just take a second to bop over there and have a listen and see what you guys think. Okay, so there was Friday with the fries. That was the first one she did, and that was on November 21st. So it was 9 days later, 9 days in between the first stream that she did addressing it, not addressing it, and the one we're about to watch. So let's see. Share this tab instead. Let's listen.
Have things to talk about tonight,
Oh.
okay? I'm going to start by addressing what
Yeah, no, that's her normal audio, right?
brother enjoying
Yeah, that's her normal audio. So then, and that was what day? November 21st. Okay. And then she comes back November 30th. So 9 days later, she comes back and her audio immediately sounds like shit.
Hold on, let me. I was just reading the chat. Hate to break it to a lot of people who think I'm.
Wow, what was Annie doing in those 9 days that she was off the grid? She wasn't on Twitter. I'm pretty sure she wasn't on Twitter. Let me get my notebook. I'll make a note of these dates and we'll specifically have a look-see and see if she was on Twitter during this time. Because Annie, are you okay? Where were you? What were you doing? And why did you come back with fucked up audio and fucked up internet connection? I'm just curious. Oh my gosh, Cancer Warrior says, "Hey Sam, I'm late, but had adulting to do. We went to Sam's Club and that was crazy AF." I bet. Okay, hold on 1 second. November 21st, and she comes back November 30th. Okay. We'll see. Turkey Neck was stress eating during that time off air. As I understand, she's been talking a lot about how stressed out she is. And I can't imagine she's doing much but getting high, eating, drinking, I'm sure. Amy May says definitely eating her feelings of doom. Do you think she's eating them, smoking them, and drinking them? I think she's doing all three. I think she is a trifecta kind of girl. Oh, Sassy, no, I don't know, but I'm going to take your word for it. That's all right, Catherine. Better late than never. Costco and Sam's on a Saturday isn't for the week. Goodbye, Kyle. It is not. In fact, from now until after Christmas, you will catch me shopping like Monday through Thursday. The minute the stores open, and I'll tap out like by about 12:01. I'm done. I'm going to get lunch and go home. You won't catch me on the weekend or after lunch, after work, through the week. Abso-freaking-lutely not. Oh, it's a Christmas store in Frankenmuth. Ooh, okay. Same, done at noon, right? Okay, so anyway, so this is 9 days later. She comes back. She sounds like shit. And she sounded like shit ever since.
Walking away from the internet. I was just reading the chat before we started going, y'all. I'm not leaving girl world. I am here. I am back. The sound is low. Okay, thanks for letting me know. Hold on, let me turn that up. Okay, I hope this is better. I can mess with it more if needed. You let me know, okay? Where to start? Where to start?
Yes, where to start? Where to start? Really? I think where to start would be when, when did BBJ die? Just be upfront with us about that, right? And can we go from there? Not Anne Marie.
There's a lot that now I can't say. It's a part of why I have been gone.
Okay, so for 9 days she was gone. There's things she can't say.
Where to start? Where to start? There's a lot that now I can't say.
Okay.
It's a part
lot.
of why I have been gone. I have been advised
Oh.
not to talk about certain things.
Okay. So she says flat out, I was advised not to talk about certain things. Okay. Advised by who? Oh, did I mute it? Lord have mercy. I did. Hold on.
To start, where to start? There's a lot that now I can't say. It's a part of why I have been gone. I have been advised not to talk about certain things for now. A day will come where I can talk about it all. But for now, there are some things that I cannot talk about.
Boy, what I mean, okay. And I'm pretty sure coming up here soon is where she says, try to understand. And okay, we all tried to understand. And what we, the conclusion we came to is that she's consulted some sort of attorney or law enforcement. And they've advised her, sorry, she used the word advised. They advised her not to talk about certain things. So far, I think the majority of the questions that the community has have pretty well been answered, such as where was BBJ living for real? And she answered that herself when she posted that video of BBJ in her home with her dogs and her on November the 6th, 2023. 8 months after she took the cat from Chantal, and the cat was supposed to be living with this sister-in-law, who we now know there was never a sister-in-law. Like, if we're lying about the relation of Amy Flowers to you, that she's your sister-in-law, if you're lying about the sister-in-law part, then chances are you're lying about the Amy Flowers part. And oh gosh, look at that. You were. Duh. Okay. So that question's been answered. She was living with you. You proved that yourself with that video you showed. I don't know what she thought she was proving with that video. Really. You know what you could have showed? Instead of that video that proved that you lied about where the cat was living and who the cat was living with, prove that you lied to Chantal when you duped her out of that cat and coerced her through deceit to hand the cat over to you after she had already declined to let you have the cat when you offered her $3,000. Remember? Yeah, exactly. Vet paperwork. You could have showed vet paperwork with BBJ's name on it and a date after October 17th, 2023. But no, you chose to show a video of the cat in your house. So, all right, you answered that question. We know when or who she was living with. We know for a fact Amy Flowers was not real. We know there was no sister-in-law. We know the cat lived with you. Okay, fine. You also then admitted that that BBJ is dead. Perfect. Answered. Perfect. All right, what do we have left? Big Bertha Jean. Thank you so much for the super chat. That's what's left. That's really all that's left. Because without anybody even demanding to know how or why BBJ passed away, you answered that in this stream with this cockamamie story about the kidneys and the pain and the wasn't blocked until they got to you gave us that, so we even know that's even been answered. So you have spoken on every single question that the community at large has revolving around BBJ, except for when. So what you're saying is on November 30th, 2025, you're saying is that you had been advised not to talk about certain things, and the certain things has to be when, because you're talking about everything else. So when, and also her brother. That's the other thing that she is alluding to her having been advised to not talk about is her brother. Okay. Big Bertha Jane, thank you so much for the super chat. Hashtag when. Hashtag justice. I'm sorry. Hashtag free BBJ. Hashtag when. Hashtag Annie, are you okay? Did y'all see I put that on Twitter? Hold on. It's hashtag Annie, are you okay? And I just think it looks great. I might even make a shirt out of that. I don't know. Anne Marie Olive Thoreau. When? I feel like have you guys seen that Erica Kirk, that clip of her that's going around where I don't know who, somebody asked her like, what if you could say one thing to Candace Owens, what would you say? And she does her little eyes like this, like she does her little beady little snake eyes, and she says, stop. I would say stop. God. Anyway, hashtag justice for BBJ. Hashtag when. Hashtag Annie, are you okay? Wild. Priscilla, thank you so much for being a member for 30 months. Not enough words to describe how I feel about her. Right, Priscilla? Same.
Basically, the who, what, where, when.
Okay. Okay. Who, what, when, where, when?
There are some things that I cannot talk about.
Uh-huh.
Basically, the who, what, where, when.
Where,
But
when?
not the why. Okay?
Okay.
BBJ.
Hold on. She said she can't talk about the who, the what, the where, or the when, but she can talk about the why. Okay. Sassy Mama, thank you so much for the super chat, girl. Appreciate you. Got my shirts in time for our Florida Christmas. I'm so happy to hear that. Wonderful. Enjoy your Florida Christmas. Oh, jealous. Thank you for the super chat, girl. Hey, girl. Hey, thank you for being a member for 11 months. Hashtag when, big girl. Use those biggest balls of the community and tell us when BBJ was euthanized. That's right. No, she took her big balls down to the police station and told them that her brother was trying to extort her about this cat that she defrauded and deceived some mentally unstable, deficient woman out of. I don't know. Okay. So she said, she just listed it for us. She said she can't talk about who. Okay. What? You can't talk about who? BBJ? Chris? Okay. Whatever. What? The what is what you did? Is that what the what is? Is the what that you lied about BBJ being alive when she was dead? Probably. Where? You mean the where as in answer us as to where exactly BBJ was living all that time when you said she was with your sister-in-law, Amy Flowers, who didn't exist? You answered that. I'm going to mark that one as answered because you posted that video. BBJ in your house. Let's see. When? Oh, she actually says the word when. I can't believe she let the word when slip out of her mouth, but she did. She did. Listen, tap, tap.
Basically, the who, what, where, when. But not the why.
Dorky Shitstain, where is the money? Okay. Where was she living? And also, where is the money? I mean, okay. I'm going to make a note of that, Dorky Shitstain. Thank you.
Okay? BBJ. I want to tell you guys.
Oh, I have a list started, Guppy. I most certainly do. I'm adding to it. It's in this notebook. I use my strawberry shortcake notebook for this task every time. She's so cute. Love her so much. Fondue Spiteful Bitch, thank you for the super chat. Claims her brother extorted her, but she frauded the community off a dead cat for 2 years. Stop deflecting, Annie. Thank you for that, Fondue Spiteful Bitch Fondue. I'm going to go ahead and leave that one up on the board. Appreciate you there. As always. Hey, Carrie.
What happened with BBJ and how she passed away. Okay?
Okay.
And I can. So, BBJ, every 3 months, as everybody knows, was going to have her urine tested so that they could check out.
Hold on just a second. First of all, hello, Hippie Peace. Nice to see you. And the swords. I'm just going to turn the page so I have a fresh page for my notes on this. So every 3 months. Okay.
And I can.
Mary Martinez said body cam footage would be great.
So, BBJ, every 3 months, as everybody knows, was going to have her urine tested so that they could check out what's going on with the kidneys. So we were at the regular schmegular appointment. They go to take the urine sample is collected on these little, it's like these little crystals. They look kind of like cat litter, but they're crystals. And when you pee on that, they can collect the sample of that pee to test it. Okay. Well, BBJ wouldn't pee. Okay, and we're waiting and waiting and waiting. And
BBJ wouldn't pee on this, the day of her regular 3-month appointment to have her pee tested. Okay.
now they can't wait anymore.
So she wouldn't pee.
So there's a way to go in with this little thing.
Oh, but she couldn't pee because she's going to tell you that you can stick the catheter up there, but they still couldn't get no pee. So she was blocked all the way at her regular schmegular.
And pull out a little pee, get a little sample to go and have it tested. So they go in to pull out a little bit of pee, and they can't get the pee.
Oh my God. That is a long-winded word salad with ranch on top way of saying, when I took BBJ to the vet, she was completely blocked. That's a really long way of saying that. But why all the word salad, Annie? Why always the word salad? Jordy, City of Thieves, thank you so much for the super chat. The only reason she would be advised not to mention the when from a lawyer would be if it is incriminating against her, which it is. Scammerson. Exactly, Jordy, City of Thieves. And that's why I said immediately when I watched this live stream on the YouTube and she said, try to understand. I said, okay, I'm going to try to understand. And this is my understanding of what the fuck you just said. Because I know how it works, right? We all know how it works. Well, I've been advised to shut the fuck up. I bet you have. I bet you have been advised to shut the fuck up. Of course you have. Thank you for telling us that you've been advised to shut the fuck up. It all tracks, right? Right. Anyway, word salad. I'll summarize. She just got done telling us she took BBJ to the vet and BBJ was already completely blocked. They couldn't even get a catheter up the urethra to get a sample. That's how blocked she was. All right, continue, Frenchie.
And they say that it seems like there's some kind of a blockage. Okay. So the vet, regular vet, makes an appointment for the next day for BBJ to have an ultrasound. The next day, the ultrasound happens and they find a bunch of masses around her bladder. So that's what was blocking them from being able to get the pee sample. Now, she hadn't stopped peeing. She was not suffering in any way, but
she had stopped peeing because she didn't pee while you're trying to get the sample. And they went in there to try to get it. They couldn't get it. Completely blocked. Tumors all the way blocked. So yeah, she couldn't pee. So you're lying. I don't know why, but you're lying.
He did say that this was going.
Hey Girl Hey says they wouldn't have sent her home blocked. I don't believe her. I don't believe her either. There's no way they would send her home blocked. I agree with that 100%. Exactly, Strawberry Punch. How could she still be peeing if they couldn't get a sample? Exactly.
To, of course, cause suffering because she wouldn't. There would have been a moment coming up like where she would not have been able to pee.
She just realized, man, my story really sucks. And I just fucked up because I just told these people that they couldn't get the pee sample, which is why they did the ultrasound, which is how they discovered all the tumors, had her completely blocked. But I just told them she hadn't stopped peeing. Listen to her realize how stupid her story is.
Did say that this was going to, of course, cause suffering because she wouldn't. There would have been a moment coming up like.
So when she was no longer able to pee, she would be suffering. You just told us she met that moment the day before
where she would not have been able to pee. So they gave painkillers for BBJ for 5 days and said basically decide when to make the appointment to come.
Yeah. Christina Isware says, I had a cat this happened to. He was at the litter box scratching and trying to pee constantly. Either she's totally lying or she was suffering for days blocked up. Cats, I mean, dogs too, but really, I feel like especially cats, they will let you know when there is something wrong. And usually when there's something wrong with the cat to the point to where they have gotten your attention and they let you know. I mean, Paul will walk around crying. That's why I had him at the vet recently because he was walking around crying, just being a crybaby ass. We were like, oh my gosh. First thing you think of with a cat is, what if there's something wrong with his pee, right? You call the vet, you make an appointment. You know what they tell you? collect a urine sample, bring it with you, at least here anyway. If your vet says just bring them in and we'll get the sample, see, that tells me the way she's telling the story makes me think it was not the regular 3-month appointment, because a regularly scheduled, even if I call on, say Thursday and they can get me in the next day, our vet will say, you know the drill, do your best to get the pee sample, and we go through the drill to get the pee sample. Emergency vets, on the other hand, obviously can't do that, right? They're like, just bring the cat in. Also, emergency vets, like after hours and on weekends, which we have experience with that as well. Yeah, they will like schedule for you to come back for like diagnostic testing, unless it's something like the cat is not producing urine. Then you know what happens? They get admitted to their little emergency animal hospital, just like people. Like it's really no different. I'm not sure why Frenchie thinks that she can just unload this absolute pile of horseshit of a story down for her viewers, and they just believe that shit. So she's lying about it being her regular 3-month appointment, which I find interesting. Because why? Why would she be lying about it being the regular 3-month appointment? Because she makes a point of saying that. And one of the first things she says, you guys know she was going every 3 months, so it was her regular schmegular. But that's crazy. Regular schmegular to have urine tested. Okay. It wasn't even like this is her annual checkup. It was specifically every 3 months to check her urine. Why did you not bring the urine with you? Cats and dogs hide their pain well. It shows weakness and it can make them vulnerable to other animals. So it has to be pretty bad if they're in noticeable pain or discomfort. Well, and maybe BJ didn't feel comfortable and safe in Anne-Marie's house with her dogs who were tormenting the shit out of her. Maybe she was just kind of laying around and it got pretty bad before Frenchie noticed. I don't know. But I find it interesting that she, makes a point of saying it was her regular 3-month appointment. Okay, so if that's the case, that should help us figure out time frame wise, right? Because she took BBJ from Chantel at the end of February, right? February 2023. And the first appointment was just about the nails. I believe it was March. Was it March 1st? Let's just call it March 1st. Okay. That she took the cat back to the vet. They did a whole, physical and everything on her. We've seen those vet records. They're on Hater Taters Twitter, which actually, if I just bring that up, I can double check the date. Hold on. Anyway, so it would be, if she was going every 3 months for her urine, then it would follow, okay, March 2nd. Okay, whatever. Okay, so March to April to May to June. She would be due back at the vet in June, right? June to July, July to August, August to September. She'd be due again in September. September to October, October to November, November to December. So that would be December. And of course, we're talking 2023. Now, she's already proven, and Chris has admitted that the cat was still alive when their mom passed in September of 2023. Chris gave an October date. Frenchie debunked the October date with proof that the cat was still alive in November of 2023. So what does that tell you as to when, if Frenchie is to be believed, that this was her regular schmegular 3-month appointment, that would put us more than likely December 2023. All right. So I'd be interested in knowing when it comes out, what date it is. If it was after December of 2023, say, I don't know, January, February, March again, maybe we weren't on schedule with the every 3 months getting the urine checked for the cat. I don't know. We'll have to wait to find out the when. But you're right, Big Bertha Jean. Chris said for sure he saw the urn in December. So yeah, I think the when has pretty much been answered at this point, Frenchie. we just need you to like just say it, just admit that yes, this is you were able to find it within yourself to admit, yes, BBJ has passed on. You finally admitted that BBJ is no longer with us. Could you find it within yourself to just admit that BBJ was euthanized somewheres between November 6th and the end of December 2023? Like, why is it so hard for you to admit that? Oh, that's right, that's right, that's right. Because you kept pretending she was alive. So how long, Frenchie, is this going to go on? Because we all know the cat has been dead since the end of 2023. The only question that remains now is how long are you going to go on not admitting that you were pretending a cat was alive for 2 solid fucking years, knowing good and well that cat was dead? Big fat fucking liar. Wow. Where were we? Fondue Spiteful Bish, thank you so much for the super chat. Chris said the urn was on the mantle in December. Yes, exactly. Thank you. All right. Anyway, let's go back to her official statement here on November 30th. Okay. The cat was blocked. Frenchie, that's another thing. The cat was already blocked when you took her to this appointment, this regular 3-month appointment to have her urine checked. She was already blocked. She did not give a sample. They could not get a sample. She was blocked. All right. Cut this horse shit. Please.
Come back and did killers for BBJ for 5 days and said basically decide when to make the appointment to come back and humanely put BBJ to sleep before the inevitable happened. She was too old to do any kind of biopsies, God forbid, cancer treatments, anything like that. It was the most humane thing to do and exactly what the vets said to do. And that's what happened with BBJ. And it was incredibly sad. Incredibly sad. But I have no regrets about the rescue at all.
Okay. Excellent point. So why did the vet give her 5 days worth of painkillers if she wasn't suffering? Exactly. Why wouldn't they just put her down then? What, Frenchie, you really needed 5 days to decide if you were going to euthanize the cat who had, according to you, masses all around the bladder? Like, what could be done? So we're not even talking crystals, you guys. I know there's a lot of talk in the chat about like when your cat had crystals. Our cat had crystals. Paul did the very first time he was walking around crying. And we said, oh my God, what if it's his pee? And sure enough, look at that. It was his pee. That's how we know, right? That's why he's on that special food. Anyway, it wasn't, she says there were masses around the bladder. That's what she says. So a 18-year-old cat completely no longer passing urine. They're unable to get the urine by catheter. Like, what options would the vet really have given her as far as treatment? You're not going to tell me that he said, oh, I can go in there and cut the masses so that she can, cut them out. No. Chemo, like, what are we talking about here? No. That was literally a diagnosis. That vet would have told her right then, like at the ultrasound appointment when the masses were discovered and diagnosed. Like, and she says, I did just what the vet told me to do, which was to put her down. Again, yeah, I agree with you guys in the chat. Why would the vet not have been like, there's no reason to take her home and let her suffer. It's not like Frenchie had to take the cat home to the kids, who this had been their cat and shoot her up with some painkiller and let the kids say goodbye and then bring her back. Like this wasn't even her fucking cat. She most certainly didn't come to the community and show the community, fire up the camera and be holding poor BBJ and break the news to the community that, oh my gosh, you'll never believe this. This is so horrible. When I took her to her, why didn't you tell the story then? When I took poor BBJ to the regular schmegular, she's completely blocked. She's got tumors all over. She has an appointment in the morning with the vet. That'll be it. I'm going to spoil her rotten for tonight. She's going to have her favorite tuna fish Those little lick'em things that the cats like with the nasty liquid stuff in them. They lick, spoiler rotten, let the community say goodbye or whatever. Girl, what'd you do? Did you take her home for the whole 5 days? Did you keep her just to see, just in case maybe she'll survive and you can keep the grift going? Is that why you took her home on painkillers for 5 fucking days, Frenchie? What? We have questions. So, okay, you can't talk about the who, what, where, when. You said you could talk about the why, and you're talking. You're telling us these things. We have questions. How long did you take the cat home for? On painkillers for 5 days? Do you think that was the most humane thing to do for BBJ with that sort of a diagnosis, prognosis, and lack of treatment options? You got to be fucking kidding me. You are so gross. Oh, Lord have mercy. Get me all worked up. Big Bertha Jean, thank you so much for the super chat. BBJ retired when she did this. Hindsight is 2020. Thank you, Big Bertha Jean. Hey, Fauntleroy. I didn't see you sneak in. When did you get here? This is still my coffee from this morning, and it's still warm, I'll have you know. I've had this Stanley coffee thing for, I don't know, a long time. Still warm. Okay, Fauntleroy says, with my fatty poo, they were able to get him temporary relief that would last several days. So I did take him home and spoil him and love him to bits. But I wouldn't have done that if he was in pain. I don't think anybody would. No. Sleepy Jean, thank you so much for joining memberships. Forever a basic Betty, you shall be. Thank you for being here. Tweet T-Bird, thank you for being a member for 15 months. Her pride that the cat only lived 8 months and Chantel was right. She was at the end of life is what stopped her. Let me read that again because I butchered it at the beginning. Her pride that the cat only lived 8 months and Chantel was right. She was at the end of life. It was what stopped her. I want to know. How long she had that cat home for before she took the cat back and had it euthanized. Does she say it? I don't think she does. Goodbye, Kyle said she made up such detailed lies. Crazy fucking weirdo. Yes. Amy said, Gary's chat came hard for me when I asked why it's okay that Gary put her dogs down per the vet's advice, but it wasn't okay that Foodie Beauty wanted to do that, Amy May. That's a great question. Oh, did you get your ass ripped over there for that? I got to put my glasses on. I'll just have to. All right. My eyes are straining. I can feel them drying out. They're watery. Oh, I can see now. All right. Don't fence me in. Says show the vet records, Annie. Living the Spoonie life. Asked Samantha, can you find the date first time she said BBJ is retired? Living a Spoonie life. I'm not so sure that I can. I can try, but Frenchie took a lot of her shit down. I mean, a lot of her shit down. I mean, down. Chris said Maggie was FFG's dad's dog, not hers. Yeah. So she didn't just put the cat down. She put 2 dogs down and then come to find out they weren't even her dogs. What the hell's going on over there, Frenchie? That's what we want to know. All right. Anyway, let's finish this.
It was incredibly sad. Incredibly sad. But I have no regrets about the rescue at all. BBJ was taken from a horrible...
Seashell, thank you so much for joining memberships. Forever a basic Betty, you shall be. She who shits herself, thanks for being a member for 2 months. I find Cutie's lack of smoke for Gary over this very suspicious. I, for one, could not be more thrilled with it. Don't give this bitch any more of what she wants.
About the rescue.
Ever.
At all. BBJ was...
No regrets about the rescue at all. I wonder if she still has no regrets about the rescue. This was November 30th. I mean, it's only been 13, 14 days. Frenchie, still have no regrets about the rescue?
Was taken from a horrible situation that we all watched happening on...
Saved Girl says, surely she didn't lie about Ollie being her dog. According to her brother, that was her dad's dog.
Live. She lived out the rest of her life in complete comfort, spoiled, well treated, well taken care of.
We're supposed to believe you on that when you haven't told the truth about literally anything else. Anything. You have lied about the BBJ situation from top to bottom, from beginning to end. Lies. You lied about being an accountant. You lied about dating a lumberjack. What else? You lied about having a black belt in karate. Pretty sure you lied about having 8 evictions in 3 years. Liar. You're a liar. But we're supposed to believe you on this. Okay. Okay. Oh, yeah, you lied about being a mafia princess. Thank you. How did I forget that one? You lied about being a mafia princess. For Christ's sake. The Gary, Indiana mafia. Are you kidding me? Gary, Indiana? Why would you choose Gary, Indiana of all places? It's my understanding your family actually has ties to Chicago. Why would you not claim like the Chicago mobsters, you know? The Gary, Indiana mafia. I just find that so interesting. Why Gary? Weird.
And that's the most important thing to me.
Didn't she say she was a drug dealer at one point? Very good. I believe you, my friend. I believe you.
In my opinion. With what happened at the end also, I can't help but wonder, had she not been rescued, how long would that have gone without being checked?
How long did it go on with you until you realized she was blocked? Because you've already admitted she was blocked when you got her to the vet. We'll never know. We'll never know. Just like we'll never know how long Chantal. You know what? I'll tell you. It wouldn't have gone unnoticed and unchecked if the cat had remained with Chantal. It wouldn't have. No, I can tell you that with a 100% certainty that 8 months down the road, if Frenchie had not taken BBJ from Chantal in February of 2023, I can guarantee you that 8 months later, BBJ would not be suffering with completely blocked bladder, unable to urinate, and not be treated. You want to know how I know? Because Chantal was the owner of that cat for 18 years, whether you like it or not. And according to Chantal, her vet said the cat's at the end of her life. Euthanasia is an option at this point. And you know what? She would have been euthanized. And she would have lived the rest of her days in the only environment surrounded by the only people and other creatures that she knew her whole life. Whether you like it or not, whether we like it or not. Them's the facts. Chantal, Pete's, Timbit, Sam. That was BBJ's family. That's all she knew. Smee, Aunt Phyllis. That's all she knew. Who the hell was Anne Marie to decide that she had to be the one to save BBJ from being euthanized at the recommendation of her veterinarian in February? That it was up to you to take her out of the only environment and away from the only people and creatures she ever knew, put her in a whole new environment, now living with dogs, people she doesn't know, for 8 long months until she got to the point to where her bladder was completely blocked and there was no choice but to euthanize her. 8 months later. Who the fuck are you? Where's my soundbite? I need the who do you think you are soundbite. You didn't rescue that cat. You didn't rescue that cat. You prolonged a sick, elderly cat's life. And you're not going to tell me that BBJ did not suffer in Anne Marie's care in the final days and weeks of her life. Bullshit. Bullshit. She did. She did. I mean, hell, at least Chantal was going to have her humanely euthanized at the recommendation of her veterinarian when it was recommended. No. You let her sit around and get completely blocked up with tumors and in a foreign environment surrounded by dogs who would bark in her face, and you're cackling and you're hacking, and you don't even fucking like cats. I need my soundboard, but I will go look for it. Here it is. Remember?
You know what I mean? I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit about the fucking cat. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit about the fucking cat.
Oh, but we're supposed to believe that BBJ lived out her final days in nothing but pure comfort and luxury. Bullshit. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Not for a second. And why should I? Give me 3 fucking reasons why I should believe you. Give me 1 reason why I should believe you. You're a fucking liar. Rachel, hey, thank you so much for the super chat. Foodie Beauty was taking BBJ to the vet the day after the rescue to put her down. 8 months that cat suffered with dogs. Thank you, Rachel, hey, for the super chat. I'm sorry. You're not going to get me on the side of BBJ was better off being rescued by French Fry Girl. No. 18 years that cat was a Sorrow. Lived in the Sorrow family, surrounded by nothing but Sorrows and Pete's. No dogs, no foreign creatures, no cackling like the witches and all of those things. The wheezing, mahogany raven, the wheezing, the coughing, the cackling. No. Tweet T says it was all a malicious scam. Yes, it was. It was.
Her previous owner have even noticed when the time had come, maybe where she was having problems peeing.
See, she didn't have to put that part in there. She had to deflect onto Chantal. She had to do that. Hey, Alex.
Her previous owner have even noticed when the time had come, maybe where she was having problems peeing. How long would that have been until that was even noticed and looked into?
I mean, you admittedly, French Fry Girl out of her own mouth, don't fuck with cats. So she doesn't, I'm sure she didn't recognize the cat behaviors, the subtle cat behaviors that maybe Chantal would have recognized because it was her fucking cat, you know, signaling that her urinary tract was being choked off, you know, and all the horrible symptoms that come with that. Exactly, Cancer Warrior. You didn't notice, Frenchie. You took that cat to the vet. You admitted it for the regular appointment, and they couldn't get any pee out of it. But if it could have been with Chantal, how long until Chantal would have noticed? Bitch, how long did it take you to notice? Oh, that's right. You didn't. The vet did.
So that is what happened with BBJ. Okay.
You're so full of shit.
I've pretty much stayed offline for the past few days. I've seen some of the things being said, of course.
She's talking about her brother and her dad on Twitter. Seems she finally got her dad in check and got him to fuck off. Unless I just don't see him. But I have not seen the dad on Twitter in quite a while. What do you guys think she did to get the dad to shut the fuck up on Twitter?
It's part of what I can't speak on. These things are very connected. Try to understand, okay?
This is part of what I can't speak on. The things are connected. Try to understand. Okay, so the BBJ thing, the BBJ scam, and the shit your brother's saying on Twitter. Now you can't talk about the BBJ scam and your brother on Twitter. Try to understand. They're connected. Try to understand. Yeah, we get it. We understand. You don't have to say that, just so you know, Frenchie. You can completely just omit that phrase from your vocabulary. Try to understand. You sound ridiculous. That shit triggers the shit out of me every time she says it. Try to understand. I just want, I don't know.
A day will come, like I said, where I can.
Yeah, exactly, Cancer. We're try to understand. We don't believe you, Frenchie.
For anybody who feels like they donated, people are talking about the super chats to, because of BBJ or whatever the case may be. Genuinely, if you feel that you were wronged, email me, frenchfriedgirl, all one word, @gmail.com. I will be more than happy to reimburse the super chats. If you feel that you were wronged. If you want that super chat back, okay?
Why on earth would she do such a thing? Now, she has already admitted that she has been advised by someone. Okay. So it'd have to be either law enforcement or an attorney. She's been advised. So surely during this, advocacy session, she mentioned to whoever was advising her, hey, would it be a good idea for me to offer to reimburse any super chats to anybody who's, peeved off enough that they want their money back? You mean to tell me they said, yeah, sure, that's fine. That's totally fine. You mean to tell me they didn't advise you that if you've done nothing wrong, there's no reason to do that. And maybe we should just hold off on that for now. Maybe it wouldn't be such great optics. I don't know. We need to see the whole thing. I don't know. I just don't think that, I don't know. I just don't think that would be good advice to give to somebody in this particular position. So was she not advised? Is she making that up? I don't know. I think she probably just talked to law enforcement. I don't think she actually talked to an attorney like she wants people to think she did. Because she definitely wants people to think that she not only filed a criminal complaint with the police, but also that she's going to handle other people in, civil legal ways. Sure. Goodbye, Kyle. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you, girl. If anyone has any doubt of Gary's manipulations, let them listen to this part of her trying to make being questioned about Chantal ignoring BBJ's health. The scheming and conning, and she sucks at it. Exactly. Goodbye, Kyle. Exactly. You suck at it. Cautious observer. Thank you so much for being a member for 6 months. Advised by ChatGPT Esquire, LMAO. That was a banger. Thank you for that. Lucy Goosey says, stop giving strangers money for fuck's sake. Especially the ones who come on here singing and dancing in your face and self-proclaiming themselves to be do-gooders who want your money to make them look better. Yeah, no, stop fucking doing that, okay? It's ridiculous. What's it going to take? When are we going to learn? Yab and I, we haven't even quite been on YouTube for quite 10 years yet. We're coming up on 10 years. And I cannot tell you how many of these scammers we have come across. And 10 years might sound like a lot of time, but really, it's only been two, communities we've been a part of for the most part over the last 10 years. And it seems like every fucking time we turn around, somebody's scamming in the name of kids and animals. Stop it. Listen, if you yourself feel so passionately about causes such as, women's rights, victims of crimes, adult and children, or animals. If you feel very strongly about these causes, donate locally. Do something, on your local level where it will make such a big difference, right? Don't even these fundraisers on the YouTube, like even those are so icky because let's give the ASPCA a couple $1,000s from our community and okay, where's that money really going? Really, truly. Chances are 100% of your $2,000 community is just going to the ASPCA's overhead. You could take your 50, 100, however much you want to donate, and you can go to the local shelter, the local animal shelter, and be like, what are you in need of most? Can I put this $100 directly into your petty cash fund where you buy things that you are critically, urgently low in? Common sense. Nobody is, I'm sorry, nobody with, nobody who's coming on YouTube and proclaiming that kids and animals are my thing and we're going to do fundraisers. Their intentions are never, ever good. Okay? Ever. Stop falling for that shit. So sick of it. So sick of it. Big Bertha Jean, thank you so much for the super chat. You both exposed them, hence them coming after you. I am a hashtag support group, Basic Betty forever. That's right, Bertha. I'll tell you what, though. I am starting to get sick of exposing motherfuckers like this. Like, at some point, we just have to come to the understanding that the internet is full of Beth Thomases. If you know, you know. And you can only do so much to prevent the Beth Thomases of the internet from, perpetuating this shit with these people. Because let's face it, there's a certain kind of people that people like Frenchie and Diane and, what was his name? Tucker. The people that, Jackson. Hold on. Lord have mercy. Hold on. Hold on, I'm gonna let them. Oh, there they go. Thank you. I was gonna get up and let them out, but I knew somebody was coming. Hey, there's Tally. Well, I'm glad you're here. The dildos. Yes, thank you, Kimberlina. What was I saying? Now I lost my train of thought. Oh, there's a certain kind of people that these people target. Oh, it looks like you had a successful trip. Over it. Can I see whose purple coat? Can I see it?
Hers.
I want to see it.
On the string.
Good. Oh my God! Now they're outside barking. Do you hear them?
Oh, they're psychotic. I knew you were gonna do that when I walked in the room.
My wife just got home. Oh, it's cute. It's just plain, but I like it. Okay. Is it really furry on the inside?
Yes, and it happens you can take it out.
Oh, even better.
She says she'll wear it.
She says she'll wear it. Did she try it on?
Regular 75, on sale for 40.
Oh, that's not bad.
All right, well, I'm out of here. Did you like these?
Yes, I do. You got them all?
They had all of our
They
names.
had all of them?
Yeah.
I do like those.
Those
Can I show them?
Yeah, they were on sale too. All their Christmas stuff on sale.
We had to get new people of the internet. We had to get new stockings this year because we have a tote that has completely gone. It's gone. It disappeared into thin air, and it had our brand new stockings that had our initials on them that we just got last year, right? Or the year before?
Year before, I think.
Year before, but we used them last year. And it had this garland that I got her at the Sam's Club.
Yeah, that's really expensive.
Yeah, really expensive garland that we had on the mantle out there last year. Whole tote's gone. I mean, gone. I mean, it's gone.
It's gone. It's not there. I don't know.
So we had to get new stockings.
I guess
Fluffy.
that's for the boys.
Oh, for the boys. Let me see what they are. Oh, that's so sweet. Fluffy Bats, thank you so much for joining memberships. Forever Basic Betty, you will be. Look, she got these ornaments for her boys because they both have girlfriends. The girlfriends came over on Thanksgiving, so everybody was here. We took pictures together, which, by the way, lovely wife still hasn't sent me.
Look.
They're sweet girls. We like both the girls, aren't we? Oh, that's so cute. Is that for one of the girls?
No, these are for our bathroom.
Oh, they're for us. Thank God.
Because I'm never gonna get the Bath and Body Works, so that's for it. Yeah, that's cute too. Don't you think they would be?
Yes. Oh, peppermint twist. And what's that one? Winter Wonderland. Where was this? The Meyer? Oh, no, but let me show everybody. This is our Meyer haul. It was the same Meyer where that girl spotted us in the wild that one Saturday morning.
No.
We were fat and buying donuts. Yeah, she is. Forever a real one. And then she got this bookmark. How cute is that? Fauntleroy said RIP Belinda 1938 to 2023. You're funny. She just, let me see him. Do you see the way she just pounced on everything? Freshened from the snow. I'm going to show them what size you wear. Oh, you are. What, 5'7"? DJ, I was new house shoes.
They're cute, aren't they?
They are cute. And you can wear them on the outside if you need to.
These were
Run the trash down to the curb, chase the mailman.
regular 42. They want sale for 20.
That's not here. Take this. You got a good deal.
Yeah,
I like it. I love it.
I'm out of here.
Jeannie, here's Jean. Was it really loud when the dog started barking? Sorry about that. Caught while being fat in public. Mushroom destroyer. We sure were. But I tell you what. And she said her husband was there too. Neither one of us. They didn't. Now they might have whipped their phones out and took a picture, maybe. But they never put that shit on the internet. And it's totally fine if they wanted to.
No, it's not.
At this point. No, who cares? She's skinny now. I'm getting there. Anyway. Lovely haul, babe. Thank you for sharing. Okay. She's so cute. Yeah, we did get some snow. We've had snow twice this year so far. I think we got about 5 inches both times. I feel like ugh, I feel like I'm hunching like this. I don't like that. Was that fun, P-Day? Did you like everything? Good, good. All right, let's finish listening to this bullshit.
Genuinely mean that. FrenchFriedGirl@gmail.com, all one word. Send me an email.
Oh, hold on. Bailey Bug says I was in the shower, but I have a hot take. But I think FFG took the cat home on pain meds to get the at-home videos just in case our plans went to shit. You think maybe? I don't know. We'll find out. Fair Fiasco. Who? Frenchie? Not to my knowledge. I don't even think she's scheduled. Same here, Fauntleroy. Same here.
I can't go backwards, guys. There's nothing I can do to change the past. Nothing. But I'm going to move forward. I am. Tomorrow, we're going to be live at our regular schmegular, doing our regular schmegular thing. Reacting is what we're going to be doing as of tomorrow. Like I said, I can't go back, but I can try, obviously, to do better.
And I can try to do better. What does she mean by that? What does that mean? I found that to be such an interesting statement. I can try to do better. How? How so would you be trying to do better in this particular instance? Did you guys catch that? Let's hear it again.
We're going to be doing as of tomorrow. Like I said, I can't go back, but I can try, obviously, to do better.
I can't go back, but I can try to do better. I would love to know how she would try to do better. Maybe one day we'll see Frenchie in front of a court of the crown. I don't know how they say it in Canada. Maybe one day she can explain just exactly how it is she intends to try to do better. It's Annie with an L, not Annie with a P. Thank you so much for being a member for 35 months. Forever a basic Betty, you shall be. You are correct. She was unlikely advised to refund. Unlikely it was she was advised to refund. Thank you, Annie with an L, not Annie with a P. That's what I thought. Like, I don't see any lawyer advising their client off rip, right? Because this is pretty fucking fresh. That would be like, first consultation type thing. I don't see any lawyer saying, oh yeah, by the way, yeah, sure. Go ahead on live stream tonight and tell everyone if they want their money back, you'll be glad to refund them if they feel like they were done wrong. Like, no, you don't do that. What do I know? I am no lawyer. All right. Anyway.
And here's what I want to do from me. Okay. For all of this,
I love how she says from me. That's another interesting choice of words there. From me. What I want to do from me. But it's not from you, you weirdo. You're about to ask your audience to donate to a fundraiser to make you look better. Weirdo.
better. And here's what I want to do from me. Okay. For all of December, every single stream that we do together, anything that's uploaded to the channel, anything, it's going to be a fundraiser through YouTube for the ASPCA. I'm going to give all of December, and we're going to go regular. We're going to do our regular schmegular thing all month. And it's all going to be to benefit the ASPCA through the YouTube fundraiser thing that I can put on the streams. Okay. That's what I want to do for all of December.
That's what I want to do. Literally no effort on her part at all whatsoever. And how many times has she actually been live? We're halfway through December pretty much because you have to count the holidays out, right? Yeah. So we're halfway through December. How many streams has she done now? 3 in a members only, something like that. Jordy, City of Thieves, thank you so much for the super chat, hun. Definitely donate locally. Any extra blankets or towels, take to your local shelters. As a volunteer and apprentice vet tech, I can say they are appreciated. Yes, of course. Thank you for that. Big Bertha Jean, thank you so much for the super chat, hun. Oh gosh, I've lost where I'm at. There we go. Big Bertha Jean says, I think she has ODD too. You mean oppositional defiant disorder? If so, I agree. And guess who else has that? Cutie. Crazy Blonde Bitch, thank you so much for the super chat. All bath and body care items are $4.95 until tomorrow, I think. Yeah, but I must catch that sale. $100 later, I'm good for last minute gifts for now. Babe, are you listening? And did you hear that? Does that include online? Like, can you purchase it online and get it for $4.95 through tomorrow? Thank you so much. Because I'll tell you what, we are like pretty much out of the Christmas hand soap. And yeah, she did just buy these, but I mean, we'll use them, but it's not the same. I like the foam. Anyway, whatever. Thank you so much for that, Crazy Blonde Bitch. Appreciate you.
That's what we're going to do over here. Okay. For now, that's
I love the dramatic pause. We're going to listen again. Dramatic pause.
Here. What I want to do for all of December. That's what we're going to do over here. Okay. For now, that's all I can say. I don't, there's a lot I can't talk about right now, and things are connected. I have a lot to say. It's not the time. It's not the moment. The time will come. Okay. Thank you guys for being here, for waiting for me to come back tomorrow. Regular schmegular at our regular schmegular. Okay.
She says regular schmegular several times, leading to community to believe that the whole month of December will be the regular schmegular, only it's not. She's only streamed 3 times and we're halfway through the month. That's wild. Anyway, Tweet T says she can't go live too often because she has less people donating. She can't risk making too little for her pride. Already, the 900 she made on her first was like 5 times less than usual for her fundraisers. Is it? I wouldn't know, but I will take your word for it. Thank you for that, Tweet T. Big Bertha Jean, it's the 13th, and how much has she raised? Anyone know? Last I checked, I'm pretty sure it's still under 2K. But I'm sure the fundraising efforts will break 5K for the month, and the ASPCA will, be able to pay their CEO their 6-figure salary for the year. That's great. Missing Mimic says, nope, she ducked out again. Yes, it wasn't even regular schmegular last night, was it? Was it? No, it wasn't. Cancer Warrior using the skank word. I don't know. What are her views like these days? Bunny, did she stream last night? I don't think she did. I don't know. I could be wrong. Help me out.
hope to see
Oh, Just Jamie says her views are cut in half.
you there. Take care, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow.
Oh, take care, everybody. I'm signing off. Frenchie's signing off. Okay. Let's see. Did she stream last night? Live. She streamed 1 day ago. Oh, she did. Okay.
I demand answers. So I'm going to.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. This is the day before. Okay. I knew she didn't go last night. She went Thursday. That's not regular schmegular, is it? Is Thursday regular schmegular? I thought Friday was regular schmegular. Okay. Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay. So here we go. Thursday, and she had that Thursday was the day she crashed out and had some technical difficulties. Okay, so she did 15K on the big chunk. This one streamed 5 days ago. This one was members only, so we don't have numbers on that. 6 days ago, also a fundraiser. She got 16K. All right. This was the first fundraiser of the month, and she hit 20K. I mean, I'll be honest, I don't know what her views look like before then. Okay. Okay, so yeah, definitely a dip. Oh, that's all she has left on her channel? That's it? Okay. I find it interesting. She has this one up about last night and her deleted reply. I find that interesting. Okay. I mean, I wouldn't have it up if I were her, but okay. Totally fine. Let's go to Twitter. Share this tab instead. Pull her over. Okay. Amy May, thank you so much for the super chat. My main is banned by mod. Happy almost 10 years. What? Your main account in my chat is banned by a moderator? Who? Who banned Amy May in my chat? Well, I'm glad I came over here because remember I told you I have this like on a split screen and I was hoping it would show it side by side when I share. Bad news bears, it does not. So, oh, hold on. When I just click over here, does it move it to Frenchie? Let's see. No, it stays on Chris. Okay, well, that's good to know. I have to toggle myself. Not so sure I'm up to that. All right. Share this tab. Is that Frenchie? Yeah, it is. Okay. So the stream we just watched was November 30th. And she said she couldn't talk about some things, you know. All right, fine. So let's take a look at her Twitter. This is on her main Twitter, not in the replies. Amy May, I'm going to make a note to look for you so I can unblock your main account. That's weird. Don't let me forget, okay? I wrote it down. Okay. Backup Pickle Juice says a vet wouldn't allow you to take a poorly pet home. They speak for the animal when it's time to let them go. Yeah, she didn't. I don't know. Thank you, P-Day. Tweety says Chris is sick of this shit he's gone through with his F family and is not going anywhere until he has vomited out all of that toxicity. Good for him. All right, so here we go. We're going to back up on her main Twitter. Look, you don't have to go that far. So she did the first BBJ stream November 21st. So November 17th, we looked at her Twitter not too long ago. November 17th was her last like regular schmegular tweet or whatever. She pissed off till December 7th. This stream that we just watched where she basically said, try to understand, it's all connected. I've been advised not to talk about certain things, right? And then Chris also came publicly and said, my sister called the friggin' cops on me and said I was trying to extort her. Now, finding where Chris first says that is probably going to be a lot harder because Chris be going off on Twitter. But let's see. Lord, I've been scrolling forever and we're just to December 9th for Christ's sake. Here we go. November 30th, Chris tweets in response to Frenchie's live where she alludes to having talked to a lawyer. That, if you recall, that is the day that he posted his voice clip and everyone got to hear his voice. December 1st, he's still running his mouth. What does he say about the police, though? What day was that? Hold on. I can't find it. Does anybody have the date when Chris comes on Twitter and says that she called the cops on him? Okay, well, anyway, back over here to Frenchie's. Which one am I sharing right now? Frenchie's. Okay. So Frenchie on November 30th says that she's got the law involved. She shuts up until December 7th. And the December 7th, she comes back and oh my God, you guys, her very first tweet after she's been gone for almost a month has visibility limited. This post may violate Twitter's rules against hateful conduct. Oh my word. Thank you, babe. Hold on. What the fuck? I have to close that. What the hell did you just send me? Oh my God, who? I can't believe she just sent me that while I was live. I can't wait to find out who she's talking about. It was a link to somebody's Twitter and they had, I don't even want to tell y'all. I saw a lot of naked flesh, okay? All the parts and everything. I was not prepared for that. I thought she was sending me the fucking tweet where Chris said that Frenchie done called the cops on him. Y'all have to give me a minute to collect myself. What the fuck? Okay, so she comes back December 7th. Who is it? You didn't tell me who it is yet, babe. I closed it. Oh, fine, I'll open it again. For the cause. Oh, is that who it is? Oh my God. What? Stop. Because I know the name. Like, I recognize the name. Okay. She comes back December 7th, and right out the gate, she's getting visibility limited for hateful conduct. And look, she's talking to us. Hey, Cabbage Patch, see you next Tuesday. The only one who's worried about court is your greasy pig bitch of a wife. I see the affidavit. Liar, liar, pig bitch on fire. Okay, but as always, Frenchie never slaps the fucking receipt down. We're just supposed to try to understand and to believe her, even though she's a fucking liar and she lies about everything. Okay, Frenchie, you've seen the affidavit, and we'll believe you. Okay. Look, here's another one. The next day, December 8th. Post may violate X's rules against abuse. Okay. December 8th again. Visibility limited. This post may violate X's rules against hateful conduct. Dang, Frenchie. You pretty mad, huh? What's me? Oh, shut up. I don't even know what you're talking about now. Someone for the community is one of those naked cams. Oh, that's me, babe. Yes, yes. In the tweet. Yes, of course. Lord. Okay, so December 8th, December 7th, December 8th, December 9th, Frenchie is fired the fuck up. December 9th, she starts talking directly to and about Chris again, and that is the now infamous Who Am I tweets. Who am I? 5 minutes after my mom passed, my only priority was running home. Home equals my mom's, where I've been squatting since 2021 when I got fired for being drunk, to grab her last script and go get her painkillers, 2 Coke can-sized vials of end-of-life cancer. Just telling on her brother. It's great. Okay, so she had disappeared from November 30th until December 7th. Where was Frenchie? You know what? November 30th was when she did the live. So, okay. Where was Frenchie from December 1st till December 7th? Because then she first comes back to YouTube on what day was December 1st. She does that first live stream. I'm getting hot. What the hell? Okay. So November 30th, she comes back December 1st. And then after December 1st, she doesn't come back until shut up, December 6th. So she's really missing December 1st to December 6th. Actually, fine. We'll give her the 1st because she streamed that day. So really only 4 days, December 2nd to December 6th. And then she comes live December 6th. And her audio still sucks. Hold on. Let me get the screen. Dang it. Oh, there we go. Share instead. Okay, listen to her audio on this one. Yes, it's up.
It's so good to see you guys. First of all, thank you everybody for being here. Appreciate it. I'm so sorry I missed fuck shit Friday. It was not my intention by any means. It became impossible to go live yesterday. I've had a fucked up few weeks, but a really fucked up past 2 days. But they're over now.
Yeah, her audio's still bad and her internet's bad now too, Missing Mimic. That stream she did Thursday, she had to end it after like 40 some minutes and then start it over because her audio was so bad. Reality Bites, thank you so much for the super chat, hon. Replay gang. Zoo lights tonight. Here to support though. Hey, Chad. Hey, enjoy the zoo lights. That's exciting. Okay, wait. Let's go back over to Twitter. Okay, so they started doing those Who Am I tweets back and forth. Am I showing Twitter? Yes, I am. Look at this. It started on December 8th. She comes back, or December, she comes back ragey. The 8th, she's ragey. The 9th, she's going at Chris. Spills over into the 10th. Talk about why your son won't speak to you, or about the elder abuse you subjected our mother to in her last years of life, or about always needing walls and doors replaced wherever you live because my BPD made me do it, or about why I really went to the cops about you. Look at that. Look at that. So on December 10th, she's not only admitting that she went to the cops on Chris, but she is making it sound like and alluding to she went to the cops on Chris about something completely unrelated to the alleged extortion. Now, Chris says the cops came to talk to him because his sister's accusing him of extortion, and that's the only thing he's ever said. So, is there a different reason you went to the cops on your fucking brother, Frenchie? And if so, what happened with that? Because on November 30th, you're saying you can't talk about certain things. And a week later, 7 days later, you're back on Twitter and you're letting it rip rapid fucking fire day after day after day after day. And then taunting your brother with tell him why I really went to the cops on you, Chris. Why don't you tell us, big girl? Because clearly, whatever it is, it must have gotten dismissed because you're running your fat fucking cocksucker on the internet about your brother again. I mean, what do I know? XOXO Ashley, thank you so much for joining memberships. Forever a basic a Betty. You shall be. I appreciate you supporting my channel. You guys are so sweet. I don't know. I don't know why she would say that on Twitter about his son not speaking to him or what that has to do with anything. Oh my God. Is it Morgue? What the fuck is this reply from Lori? Weird ass. Lori is really weird. In fact, I screenshotted a whole bunch of Lori's. Look at this. I screenshotted a whole bunch of Lori's tweets and replies because look at this. In fact, I'm pretty sure it was this thread specifically. Look at it. It just goes on and on and on and on. So this is Frenchie's tweet from 3 days ago, 1:21 p.m., December 10th. And here's Lori. Doesn't it kill you, Chris? Eat you up inside to know that no one really loves you? That when you put your head on your pillow at night, you're completely alone? That if you died, no one would care? Also, Chris, stop using the same tired-ass old pic of yourself from 2021. Show us what you really look like. The nerve. We're tired of looking at the same tired-ass pic of Frenchie from 2023. Show us what you really look like. Show us that receding hairline, the scraggly beard, your beard gut. Show us. Don't be afraid. Okay. Look, it goes on and on and on and on. And so does Frenchie. December 10th. Well. Oh, that's about Chantal. Okay, so that was the 10th. Was the last time that Frenchie tweeted about her brother. Today's the 13th. She's gone 3 days without tweeting about her brother. Meanwhile, Chris is over on Twitter, just running his mouth. He really is. We're not going to get to that tonight, though, because I've got to get going. Let me finish up these last couple of milestones. Sammy in Brooklyn, thank you so much for being a member for 6 months. That's the Lori arguing with me on X. Oh, is she arguing with you, Sammy in Brooklyn? She argues with everybody. I don't know. Have we heard Lori's voice? Do we know for a fact Lori is somebody other than Anne-Marie herself? Because let me tell you what, Lori is pretty fucking dedicated to the cause over there. She's dedicated and it's disturbing. It really is. By the book 76, thank you for being a member for 1 month. Shamrocks for sure. The mafia don't deal with cops. They deal with problems in-house. Just saying. Merry Christmas, Sam and chat. Merry Christmas to you too. And thank you so much for being a member for 1 month. Elizabeth just wanted to get her milestone in and wants to say #win. Thank you for that, Elizabeth. And thank you for being a member for 6 months. Lori is Gary's teardrop. Exactly. You'd think Lori is the imaginary sister-in-law divorcing her brother. You would think Lori is FFG security, like Harlow Jean is YouTube underground house security for sure. Your gut 5 says FFG is a walrus. And Lori was always super chatting and going off at people in her chats. Lord have mercy. Of course she was. Okay, guys, I got to get out of here. Thank you so much for being here. Maybe we can come back tomorrow and finish going over Chris's Twitter. Once again, I ran too long at the mouth and we ran out of time before I could go over everything, but that's fine. There's always tomorrow, right, kids? All right. Thanks for being here.